Okay, this is Kent, the book reviewer, business book reviewer. I'm going to review my second book tonight. I did Marketing in the Moment by Michael Tasner earlier, and I've just been busy, but I've read a lot, but I've been out of town a lot, back and forth. So um, this book that I'm going to tell you about real quick, and I'm not going to go through a lot of the book. You just need to read this book. It changed a lot of my thinking and the way I think about business and the business that I have and way to approach it and stuff like that. It's called Eat People by Andy Kessler. I'm not sure how he pronounces it, but this is the book. And I'm telling you, if you're into business books and like to read business books, need to read the book. If you are a business owner, think of starting a business and what business to start, or inside of a business and can influence it, in some way, you need to read the book. He starts out, he has quite a long entry. Normally, a lot of times I skip over and don't read them, but it was very fascinating. And he talks about Saul Alinsky in his book, Rules for Radicals. And I don't know if he rips it apart. Should rip it apart. I mean, it's a joke, but he kind of goes through the bit how what Alinsky was saying and how it just it's just going to ruin society, really. But the book wasn't about that. The book was about a business. Now, here's the things that he talks about. Talks about scalability in a business. He talks about having a business be horizontal, and not a lot of layers. And I thoroughly believe in that in today's world. I mean, I just think there's so much waste in government and big businesses with just layers and layers and layers. You can't get anything done. You all know what we're talking about. Anyways, and then he was so scalability, layers of people, and so get horizontal. And he talks about business that are out on the edges of business. And he goes, look, you want to, and he kind of goes through this book and he tells you how to find scalable businesses. Okay, and and let me tell you about the third thing. And so before I get into that, I kind of went ahead of myself. So the third thing he talks about is giving away whatever you're doing, either super, super cheap or giving away for free. And then find another way to make money. Give your, regular thing away for free, but find a really low cost and incorporate what can make a lot of money in your business. So he gives a lot of examples, and you guys can think of examples too. I mean, it's like iPods, for example. I mean, Apple, I mean, they cost less to make than they're making, but really the thing of an iPod is to get you to buy tunes at iTunes, because it doesn't cost a lot. It's a digital product. It doesn't cost a lot to a bunch of people buying that product over and over and over and over and over and over. So an iPod is just to get to the point where you'll get into the iTunes store. So very smart, by the way. But anyways, it's one of the best books I've ever read. Now, I've recommended this book to a lot of people. I'm recommending it to you. And the thing about it is I think I'm going to read it again here shortly. So I'm not going to give anybody this book. I'm going to read it again. And it has changed my mindset. Everything I do, I'm like, okay, is that scalable? Is that scalable? Is that horizontal? So I got, and can I get that away for free? So it's got my mind changing and thinking 100 miles an hour of how to give stuff away, but then make a lot of money doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and there's ways to do that out there, guys. I mean, there just really is. So this is a book, Andy Kessler. He has a couple other books. I've never read them. I don't know why. I probably should have. I'm going to, and I'll review them. But here's Andy right here. Here's a picture of him. Andy did a good job. So, anyways, that's a book. I recommend it highly to everybody. You got to read this thing. I'm out. Thanks.